Is it time to buy or sell Apple stock? In this video, we will explore Apple in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Wednesday, the 21st of May, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You don't want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched artificial intelligence stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of artificial intelligence and receive free price predictions and deep analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 20th of May, 2025, our system has classified Apple as a strong sell candidate, assigning it a score of -5.67. Now let's examine the stock's performance during this period. The stock has faced a decline of 2.31%. This results in an average daily loss of 1.15% since it was designated as a strong sell candidate. The stock is positioned at the upper part of a very wide and declining trend in the short term, which often presents a favorable selling opportunity for short-term traders, as a reaction back toward the lower part of the trend is anticipated. A breakthrough at the upper trend line at $205.15 would initially indicate a slowing rate of decline, potentially signaling the beginning of a trend shift. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential decrease of approximately 14.79% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging from a decline of 34.69% to a decline of 13.51%. Examining the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of 1.43%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance might fluctuate between a decline of 13.24% and an increase of 30.73% over the coming year. In current terms, this would position the future price somewhere between $175.33 and $264.20. Our latest daily update for Apple includes the headline, Apple stock downgraded to strong sell candidate. The Apple stock price fell by 2.31% on the last day, which was Wednesday, the 21st of May, 2025, from $206.86 to $202.09. This marks its 6th consecutive day of decline. During the last trading day, the stock fluctuated 3.14%, ranging from a low of $200.73 to a high of $207.04. Although the price has declined in 6 of the last 10 days, it remains up by 2.98% over the past 2 weeks. Volume increased on the last day by 18 million shares, although this occurred alongside falling prices. This may serve as an early warning, indicating a slight increase in risk over the upcoming days. In total, 59 million shares were traded, amounting to approximately $11.89 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price reached was $260.10, while the lowest was $169.21. Currently, the price is 22.30%, or $58.01, below the 52-week high of $260.10, which also represents the all-time high for the stock. Apple Inc. AAPL finds itself in a dynamic market environment as of May 21, 2025. Recently, the company experienced a dip in share price following the acquisition of an artificial intelligence startup by OpenAI, co-founded by former Apple design chief Jony Ive. This $6.5 billion deal not only reflects the growing competition in the artificial intelligence space, but also raises concerns about talent retention within Apple, particularly as investors speculate about potential design innovations that may emerge from this collaboration. On a positive note, Apple has made a significant move by reinstating Fortnite on the US App Store following a 5-year removal period. This development could enhance user engagement and drive sales through increased app downloads and in-app purchases, which may counterbalance some of the recent negativity surrounding the brand. Furthermore, Ed Sedell suggests that now is a prime time for investors to be fully engaged in the market, particularly as financials are predicted to gain traction with forthcoming legislative changes. This could lead to a more favorable investment climate for AAPL, especially if the broader market responds positively. In the short term, these mixed signals, ranging from competitive pressures in artificial intelligence to revived consumer interest in popular applications, might lead to volatility in AAPL's stock price. However, over the long term, continued innovation and strategic moves like the return of Fortnite could solidify Apple's market position, driving its stock upwards as investor confidence builds. Analyst ratings. On Monday, the 12th of May, 2025, it was reported that Morgan Stanley assigned Apple a grade of overweight with a recommendation to hold. On Monday, the 5th of May, 2025, Citigroup assigned Apple a grade of cautious with a recommendation to hold. On Friday, the 2nd of May, 2025, Wedbush assigned Apple a grade of neutral along with a downgrade recommendation. On Friday, the 2nd of May, 2025, Scotiabank assigned Apple a grade of perform with a recommendation to downgrade. On Friday, the 2nd of May, 2025, Piper Sandler assigned Apple a grade of neutral along with a recommendation to downgrade. Analysts have assigned Apple stock a general neutral rating. They classify the price-to-earnings ratio as sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell. For return on investment, the analysts rate the stock as strong buy. The following signals have been identified for Apple. Currently, there are few to no positive technical signals. The Apple stock is showing sell signals from both short and long-term moving averages, indicating a more negative outlook. During upward corrections, resistance is expected at $209.38 and $202.47. A breakout above either of these levels would trigger buy signals. A sell signal was generated from a pivot top point on Thursday, the 1st of May, 2025, and since then, the stock has declined by 5.26%. Further declines are expected until a new bottom pivot is established. Additionally, there is a current sell signal from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. Yesterday, volume increased alongside falling prices, which may serve as an early warning, suggesting that the stock should be monitored closely. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence, sell signal. Pivots, sell signal 15 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal 32 days ago. Short-term moving average, sell signal 4 days ago. Long-term moving average, sell signal 2 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal 6 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, sell signal 2 days ago. The long-term moving average, buy signal 54 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal 49 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to find more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for Apple. Apple finds support from accumulated volume at $198.85. This level may present a buying opportunity, as an upward reaction is expected when the support is tested. The stock shows average movements throughout the day, and with solid trading volume, the associated risk is deemed medium. Over the past day, the stock fluctuated by $6.31 between its high and low, which represents a movement of 3.14%. In the last week, the stock exhibited a daily average volatility of 2.07%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for Apple, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, the price-to-earnings ratio, or PE ratio. This important ratio measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. This is a relatively standard PE ratio, typically observed in companies with long-standing histories or predictable revenue streams. In other news, the upcoming earnings report for the second quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 7th of August, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates are at $1.42. It is essential to monitor these figures as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Apple. In case of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Apple is at $202.52. If you do not own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be breached before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, Apple encounters its first support level at $198.85. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Apple from multiple analyst sources is neutral. Now, let's review some recent insider trades. On the 12th of May, 2025, Chris Kondo executed an insider sale of 4,486 shares of common stock. On the 23rd of April, 2025, Kevin Parrick conducted an insider sale of 4,570 shares of common stock. On the 15th of April, 2025, Kevin Parrick carried out an insider sale of 5,111 shares of restricted stock unit. On the same day, he also conducted an insider sale of 5,817 shares of restricted stock unit. Additionally, on the 15th of April, 2025, Kevin Parrick executed an insider purchase of 16,458 shares of common stock. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, we have determined that the insider power is negative, with a ratio of negative 19.690. In summary, insiders purchased 1,389,288 shares and sold 1,992,668 shares in the last 100 trades. We currently hold a negative evaluation for this stock, and there is no stop loss in place. Is Apple stock a good buy? Currently, Apple exhibits several negative signals and is situated within a broad and declining trend. Therefore, we anticipate it will continue to perform weakly in the upcoming days or weeks. As a result, we maintain a negative evaluation of this stock. Given some minor weaknesses in the technical analysis, we have adjusted our recommendation from a sell to a strong sell candidate since the last review. Our analysis of the volatility and movements from the last trading day reveals that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Thursday, the 22nd of May, we expect Apple to open higher by $1.20, starting at $203.29. We remind you that trading carries a significant risk of financial loss. It is advisable to consult with a financial advisor prior to making any decisions regarding the buying or selling of securities. Your investment choices should not be solely based on the information provided by StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment decisions. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a beautiful day. With warm regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.